I feel like I have to say this every week, but most adults you come across are fucking teenagers in the mind. Like, the minute that you have to stop learning, you will stop learning. And it's really easy to identify this with IQ, and it's not as easy to do with EQ. Because with IQ, you can just see somebody who, got a college degree or did research, they're a professor, they have a lot of things that can tell you, hey, this person knows a lot about this one thing. But also, they had to keep learning so they could get those things. But with EQ, you don't get a fucking certificate because you can name your feelings. So you would assume that as you get older and you get these experiences, you can navigate relationships, you see the world a little bit more clearly, or maybe you just have a more passive view on it. Nonetheless, there is something there telling you, hey, you probably know a little bit more about emotional intelligence than somebody younger based on the years. But it's not true, because if you don't have to learn, you won't learn. And you will almost certainly come across more adults who are emotionally unintelligent versus people who are younger, who continually are in these scenarios where they have to figure out how to learn the social behaviors of groups and being in situations that they haven't been in before. And it's interesting to see and to just generally observe that you will have some sort of bias in your mind to think that, like, because they are adults, they should have their shit together a little bit more. They should be a little bit more mature. They should have less of an ego. And almost always they do not. Because if they don't have to learn to do better, they almost certainly won't. And they basically are 18-year-old minds in 40, 50, 60-year-old bodies thinking that because they are older, that they are right and they're more ingrained in the way that they feel because they've never had to learn to do better.